Hi, so I've been requested to do a video on my raw vegan journey, which is kind of like, where do I start really? I guess you could say it started like my whole life, because I feel like my whole life things have been happening. You could call them like mistakes, but they're just, you know, things that at the time seemed to be very unfortunate, but have actually helped me to grow and evolve into who I am today. So I could have said this started from birth, but yeah, so it's kind of hard to know how far to go back in my journey. I guess I could say, well, I've always been very sporty and into nutrition. Throughout my whole childhood I did lots of gymnastics, karate, I did lots of sports and things, and it obviously took an interest in what I was eating to fuel my passions. It did lead into an eating disorder. I was bulimic. Well, I started off being a bit anorexic at first. I kind of starved myself for a few months, and then it turned into full-blown bulimia, and I was kind of bulimic on and off through my life. An off period was when I turned about, I think I turned 18, and it was when I was about 19, 20, I had quite a bad drug addiction as well, and I did a lot of cocaine, ecstasy, and speed, and a lot of things like that. That all stopped when I was around 22, or was it 21 or 22? I forget the years now, probably because I was on drugs. So I think it was around 21 or 22 that I stopped, and that's because I got with a boyfriend who I loved very much, and he didn't like me doing it, so I managed to stop it for him. A year later I got pregnant, and I now have my daughter of 4 years. After getting pregnant I stopped smoking, I stopped really drinking very much. I started getting more into natural ways of life. I embraced breastfeeding, although I wish I'd done extended breastfeeding now. I did stop earlier than I would have liked to now, in hindsight. And I got into attachment parenting, gentle parenting, and this kind of led a way for me to learn about being empathetic and compassionate to a baby, and to be in more of a natural state with, and more in tune with the child. And then last September, when my daughter's 3, I went vegan, which was, I think, through learning empathy through the attachment parenting. I was very empathetic for my child, and then I kind of I was very good at practicing empathy, so that kind of crossed over into veganism. When I found out what was going on with the animals, I become to be very empathetic for the animals, and when I went vegan, that's when everything has kind of gone poof, like it's just gone crazy. I mean this how I've just started questioning everything. Once I found out that I didn't have to like eat animals to live, which is what I thought I had to do my whole life, I was questioning everything. It was like, what else have I been lied to my whole life by the system? So I started questioning like the hospital systems, the schooling systems, everything really, and it kind of led me on to a kind of more raw food, because when I was actually looking up veganism, I found out about raw till 4, and that's what was my gateway into raw food. I did put on quite a bit of weight with raw till 4 because it was me recovering from my eating disorder as well, and I was just eating as like I'd never let myself eat before. And I do feel in a way like I need to get that on my system, but in a way I kind of I overate way more than I needed to, and I did put on quite a lot of weight. But the thing is, it switched off the eating disorder, which was amazing. I wasn't making myself sick anymore, which was fantastic. And I've never felt so emotionally stable. It's like, since going raw till 4 and being on raw, I've never felt so emotionally stable, and it's helped me grow so much. Just kind of relaxing about food and letting me eat, I feel like a different person. I've like got a whole new philosophy around food. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just like I can eat as much as I want, and then I'm more in tune with my body to when to stop. So it was December last year I started raw till 4. Then it was March of this year, 2015, that I embarked on raw, fully raw. Well, actually, it was half a month earlier to when I went fully raw that I tried fully raw, and I ate just fruit, and it did not work at all. I got 4 days in, I got very lightheaded, I was absolutely starving, and I started eating some cooked food, and it wasn't like bad cooked food, it was just like some rice cakes or something. But yeah, that's what made me realise that I needed greens in my lifestyle. So after going raw the second time, like in March, from where I've been fully raw, I have incorporated a lot of greens, and it was in conversation with Sunfruit Danny Glass. If any of you know him on YouTube, he's fantastic. He's one of my best friends, and he was the one who he was fully raw, and me and him kind of worked out together. Like he knew the information, and I kind of inspired it through our conversations, because we have a lot of Skype conversations, and we kind of both figured out, like, together, sort of, that it's green smoothies and like greens that really help you to stay raw. So once we kind of cracked that, I found raw completely easy, because I just smash greens whenever I start to feel like I'm lacking anything, like, because the fruit quality in this country is just not that great. The fruit variety as well, like, I might be stuck with bananas and dates and papayas, and that's it, as far as fruit quality goes. So I do need to supplement with some organic tender greens. So I keep my mineral and nutrient content topped up with those. So yeah, and it's been an incredible journey. It's been 6 months now, over 6 months, that I've been fully raw, and I've managed to lose 2 stone. I have incorporated quite a lot of other healing techniques as well. I'm a big fan of enemas. Definitely recommend liver flushes. I don't drink tap water anymore. I drink distilled water from a distiller. I do lots of grounding with the earth, like I'll walk on the earth with my bare feet. There's numerous techniques that I'm using to get my health as quickly as possible back to a nice state of equilibrium in my body. I just want the balance back. There's quite a few other things. I think fermented foods, things like there's so many different things that I'm trying to incorporate into my lifestyle. It's like it's been a complete overhaul, and it's fantastic, because it's really gone into all these different aspects of my life. I've done emotional cleansing, like, as well, lots of different techniques to try and overcome things in my heart and in my mind that I've gone through. It's gone into other aspects, like my parenting style. Like, it's kind of enhanced my parenting style, and it's made me brave enough to do home education with my daughter as well. Like, it's changed my life, really. I had IBS as well for years as well, which is probably caused by, very disordered eating. So yeah, I had like really bad IBS, and I've been curing that as well. If you've seen any of my other videos, you can see that I had a huge bloating problem. I still do sometimes bloat, but it's like minimalising all the time. It's just fantastic. My health is just getting better and better and better. My digestion's the big thing I want to solve, and my digestion is like improving so much. Like I've said, I've lost 2 stone. I think I started about 9.5 stone when I started Raw to 4, and then with Raw to 4 I put on about 1.5 stone in like 4 months. It was, quite a lot of weight. And then in 6 months going raw, I've lost 2 stone, so I'm back down to 9 stone now, which is fantastic for me. So I am a bit slimmer from where I started, which is very happy for me. I don't have any thoughts, any kind of eating disordered thoughts or anything like that. Absolutely loving the food, no cravings, no no desire to go back at all. My daughter's embracing the lifestyle as well, as you can probably see on a lot of my videos. I'm doing a lot more of how to help kids eat a lot more raw. My daughter's eating a lot more raw things. She loves smoothies, she loves raw vegan salad dinners, she's absolutely loving it. So yeah, it's just improved our life. We both feel very happy, healthy, energetic. It's just great. It's great. I love being raw.